My name is Christine. This is Mudbudz Wheeling. Dwayne is back for now at least, so him and I are gonna go camping. I don't think anyone quite packs like you do, Dwayne.
I just think of meals, place to sleep,
Yeah.
fun.
I was more referring to your Tetris skills. That's a fantastic shirt you have there too.
Yep, if you would like one of these, you have to go to a Overlanding. I was there, kind of.
We're taking the Jeep because the rooftop tent is on the truck, and so if we want to go anywhere, we'll have to pack up everything, and that's a pain in the butt. So the truck doesn't notice if anything's behind it, so we just decided to take the Jeep. Might do a little bit of wheeling, this much. Can you explain for the good people how you flat tow a Jeep?
Put it behind the truck.
Okay, but what do you do to the transfer case and the shifter?
Key has to be to the first on position, not to the run position, because you kill your battery. So just so the steering wheel is unlocked. Make sure your transmission is in fairly good working condition.
What gear should you have it in?
First, usually, and then put your transfer case in neutral, which actually disconnects your whole powertrain from the from your rotating assembly, from your axles
Okay.
and drive shafts.
Cool, cool, cool. So it'll roll freely. It won't lock up.
Yeah, and you have to have your steering wheel unlocked so the front tires can statically move behind
Right.
the truck.
This is the tow bar he was talking about. This is pretty rudimentary. I've seen some really complicated ones, but it works. We ain't fancy. We just use words like rudimentary. Dwayne and I are on the road today. We are going to go up to Grande Cache and just kind of spend some time up there and explore a bit. So let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into. So we're off the highway officially. We're at Beaver Dam Road. We just unhooked the Jeep from the truck. So I'm gonna be the one driving Dwayne's Jeep. We brought his Jeep instead of mine because mine fifth gear is not too happy in it these days. So he is just securing that tow bar and we're gonna go find our campsite. The road's a little too bumpy for 30 pounds of air pressure. Just fell out of our rooftop tent. That's disconcerting. Don't they say to like make sure you have your camp set up before you start drinking beer? So for the record, Dwayne, you have two saws here and a hatchet and an axe. And what are you using?
My diving knife.
That makes sense, right?
Works. Sword would work better.
You're not getting a sword. So there's a fire ban right now. Well, it's a fire restriction. So we clean out the existing fire pit, and this is the patheticness that we have to have in order to have a fire tonight. That's okay. It's gonna be rad, right, dear? Right?
Yeah, sure it will.
This fire is underwhelming. Like a little bit.
A little bit.
Surprise, surprise, it's raining. So, we had to set this up really, really quick. Our steaks are half eaten over there. So what do you do when it's pouring rain and you can't have a fire and your fire pit's over there and you've got nothing else to do? Well, you drink. Well, this sucks. Good morning. Dwayne and I are in beautiful Grande Cache. Well, just outside of beautiful Grande Cache. And we found our campsite last night and it rained and it rained and it rained and it rained. And then it rained. And then it rained. But now it's like clearing off. We still have that smoke in the area, but it's absolutely stunning here. This green tent was a great idea, dear. Because there's lots of bugs out right now. But there's none in here. Well, not none.
There's lots.
There's less. So if you don't know this trick by now, Dwayne showed me this one. You can't see him over there because he's in camouflage. But the stoves, these roasters that you get from, you know, everywhere, they fit really nicely on here. And this is how I do my dishes every single time. I don't bother with 3 bowls, blah, 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 you know, heat water and then pour water in. And no, it's all done right here on the stovetop. As soon as the water's hot, turn it off, and it doesn't take very long. We didn't get very far down the road until we came across this street. Yeah, someone was doing a little bit of maintenance on it. This is Beaver Dam Road, and oh my god, that's beautiful. And it's just really big tree came down last night, so we're just gonna clean it up a little bit. Whew. And just like that, our good deed for the day is done. Alright, we are headed to Grand Mountain. It's on the other side of Grande Cache from where our camp is, but it's a good drive. And since we have cell signal now, we realize that, hey, fire van's off. Yes. We had a slight detour because we wanted to stop at Grande Cache Lake. And it's amazing. It's so pretty. Yes, it is smoky, but it is stunning behind me. And the water is really, really tolerable, really quite nice. There's a couple families here. It's nice to see. Dwayne's giving fishing advice to some random lady, which is super sweet of him. And I'm just kind of waiting in the water. It's wonderful. Chasing minnows. It's a cold stream.
It's warm, and then step right in here some.
Ooh.
That's where you keep.
Ooh.
That's where you keep your beer.
Mud flap eating. I would say. Another mud flap. I haven't been filming very much coming up this road because it's very, very scenic and it's very, very beautiful. Ooh, that is a good washout still. Ooh, it's getting bigger. Yeesh. Fun little hairpin turns. But fortunately, it is hella smoky up here. Normally, this is a lot more scenic. It's still pretty scenic. The camera's not picking it up of how far you actually can see, but it's a cool little trail. Some of it's a little sketchy on the way up, but Dwayne thinks that this is a newbie run. What do you think? Curiosity has got the better of him. We're going down some rando trail we found. It's turned into a quad trail. And well, we can go down quad trails, choosing not to today for the sake of sanity. And for the fact that we are alone. We always say don't go wheeling alone. It's one of those things. We're technically not alone. We have each other. Anyways, we're headed back at camp. Fire ban is lifted. Him and I are gonna go get some firewood, and we don't have to have the fake crappy propane fire, so pretty excited about that actually. This is a much better fire than we had yesterday.
We just have to put up a couple of wind blocks.
Yeah.
Because we're right in the valley. And there's no trees behind us because there's a river.
Here's a sneak peek of part 2 of the Grande Cache getaway. Whoa!
Might be a little bit uncomfortable for you, but
You gotta be really careful. I rolled an ankle in the last video. Wow. You can really chop.